Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Amy Robach and TJ Holmes, it looks like things might be done. So listen, in a surprise to no one except maybe Amy Robach. I would say TJ Holmes, but he always knew he was playing in that woman's face. You ain't recognized the game, Amy. You ain't recognized the game. You so busy looking at TJ talking about some. How do you have a year-round tan? I do forever to get this complexion, girl. We saw TJ and his little hazel eyed game. Anyway, y'all, in a surprising twist that comes to a surprise, but nobody but Amy. Amy and TJ's relationship is actually cooling off. As a matter of fact, Amy's letting all her friends and everybody know she's even kicked that fool out in the middle of the night. Now, why? We're going to get into this article. My person, a dog. TJ got that dog in him. You do not change from that. TJ, at the time he was messing with Amy, was messing with his wife Marley at the time. I know Amy's mad that Marley now got Andrew's shoe. That, what is it, 90s or 80, 90s, 2000 heartthrob. It don't matter. He is a heartthrob. He seems to be a good dad. He has like millions of women that have a crush on him. I know you mad you let that man go only to be smitten with TJ. Let me tell you what TJ was up to. He was drinking basically a bottle of something in his dressing room every morning. He was messing with a bunch of interns, sleeping with a producer, of course, still messing with his wife, Marlee. And the streets are saying that he was getting too cozy with Amy at the same time. You mean to tell me, Amy, you looked at all that mess, and mind you, that producer he was sleeping with was good friends with Amy, and Amy was good friends with Marlee. So the whole time, Amy's like, I don't know, girl. Just give him a chance. And she knew that she was meeting him for little weekend rendezvous. Amy, you deserve this one anyway, right? Amy somehow looked at all that and literally hit a Carisha please and was like, he changed me. She literally hit everybody with the, that's not who he showed me. He's a different man next to me. I don't know this man. I don't know that version of him. Amy, you know that version of TJ down because he got up to his old tricks so much so that she had to kick that fool out of the house in the middle of the night. And you know what TJ probably said? Good, because you know he probably keep a home away from home at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. You can't tell me TJ ain't stay up dipping and diving, doing the Tootsie Roll wherever somebody will let him land. Okay, so let's get into this article. They said 2 years ago, this is in the Daily Mail, 2 years ago, TV co-hosts Amy Robach and TJ Holmes stole away to a cabin in the woods for a romantic weekend away from their spouses. While the New York's Shawangunk Mountains, they literally couldn't keep their hands off of each other. Yes, remember those pictures where TJ was walking by and boop, tapping Amy on the butt, and then you know Amy literally weighs like two ounces. She like almost flew into the trunk. Yeah. Anyway, right? And let's not forget, I kept wondering, why were you cheating on Marlene? Did you leave Marlene for Amy when you've been cheating for years and never left? Well, I think I know the reason why. Amy is worth like 52 million. Yeah, Amy come from money. Amy ain't need that job. TJ said, wait, what? I'm working here for a couple of million a year and I got to pay taxes and all this stuff. And they keep telling me to stop having Jack Daniels poured into my cornflakes. Meanwhile, Miss Amy got 50 million. I think and all I got to do is just love on her and show her how to get a year-round tan. Okay. Anyway, right? Let's not forget he had Amy so strung out that people were saying that Amy wanted him to hurry up his divorce to Marlee and said it doesn't matter what he has to pay Marlee because she got it. I said, Amy, you better shut up with that sugar mama. I don't know what Amy's issue was with Marlee. She really wanted to flex on her like, yeah, girl, I got your man. And whatever it takes for him to leave you, even if I got to pay for your divorce, I will. I know Marlee was like, you said, I see why TJ's with you. I see why that man's with you. Anyway, right? They said, but now with both divorced and as the first flames of passion have long passed, Amy has revealed that she kicked TJ out of their bed in the middle of the night. Woo! Earlier this week, the once oh so touchy-feely couple were spotted arguing on the street. keeping each other at arm's length with no attempt to show affection. That's true. TJ is walking around these pictures looking like he over it. Anyway, they certainly not as lovey-dovey as they used to be. You know what the problem is? Amy's worth 50 million. And while he thought he could love on her so she couldn't see straight, I think Amy, because it's family money, also has lawyers and and wealth things. And they're like, no, 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 no. You have to put in a prenup. And they haven't gotten married yet, which makes me think that Amy's people are sticking hard to a prenup. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they said, I know that tends to happen in relationships, but Amy has to be wondering what with TJ's history. A lot of things are up in the air, whether or not to actually move in together since they keep separate apartments, dealing with their relationships with their kids, and when or even if they intend to marry at some point. Remember when they announced their podcast deal and Amy was like, how's this for official? And thought she was stunting on her haters. And I said, girl, it's a podcast. Let's see how these numbers turn out. The numbers have turned to nothing. People were not tuning into you and TJ. They were tuning into Good Morning America. And you and TJ happened to be sitting there. Amy on Thursday, Amy said that she kicked TJ out of the bed in the early hours just because he insisted on turning up the volume of the bedroom television to watch the Olympic women's marathon swimming. That was just 2 days after they were spotted deep in a tense conversation on the streets of New York as they returned home from the gym. That's right, Amy. You know your man. I wouldn't be letting a man like TJ watch Women Olympics too. That man got dog in him. I'd be like, you disrespecting me because we all know where TJ's mind is. It's a far cry from last Olympics when Amy excitingly captioned Instagrams from Tokyo where she was covering the 4 yearly sports. Anyway, it's not even close to how they started their affair 6 months before it became public when they were away from their spouses in London covering Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee. This year, she's having to watch the games on TV like the rest of us, while her former colleague, Janae Morgan, reports on the network in France. And by day 13 of their own personal marathon, Amy had enough of her lover's Olympic TV viewing, complaining about the volume coming from the set. Girl, you was just jealous, but you should be because TJ, I don't even know. I want to know what he fantasizes about. So he put it on while we're both lying there. Normally, we all know TJ likes to watch TV on, and I normally can drone it out. But for some reason, the commentary, I couldn't fall back asleep. So you had to go into the other room. TJ then said, this is a sport. There's not constant action. There's action, but it's like a little bit like watching a NASCAR race. At some point, you think they're just going to go round in circles. You have to really pay attention to the nuance. And I had to have all the nuance explained to me. Anyway, it sounds like she was really, really jealous. She kicked him out of the bed. They're walking around New York streets arguing. Y'all, this relationship is donezo. But you know the main reason why I think it's donezo? I think TJ can't get access to Amy's money. And TJ can find another sugar mama. Or at the very least, TJ don't need any luxury. He just need a couple of ho-ho-hos on rotation at the Holiday Inn and he gonna be good. Honestly. And I actually think that their ex-husband and wife, Andrew Shue and TJ's wife, Marley, dating is also really messing them up because unlike their relationship, I'm talking about TJ and Amy, which ended in shame and them losing friends and messing up the professional thing, everybody is championing for Andrew, Amy's ex-husband, and Marley, TJ's ex-wife, to get together. So they're happy, they're loved, accepted, they have all the connections. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.